And this year was, I don't want to say late, it was safe. Yeah. This is a safe list.
Okay.
What up? Let them know. I actually talked to him.
Hi guys, it's random staff of Power 106, and we're talking about the XXL freshman class list of 2017.
Oh, why we gotta be random staff?
I know, we're not random staff.
Well, we're all fucking random.
That's true.
It is very random. It's not like this is the morning show.
Yeah,
it's like, and guys, don't get your panties in a bunch.
Ooh, panties in a bunch.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you guys, how do you think this compares to the 2016 list? Just from what you know about the artists this year.
I'm with it. I really enjoy the fact that they put Kamaiyah on there because I've really been, you know, messing with her.
Kamaiyah.
Yeah, I really think it's a pretty solid lineup.
Comparison.
I'm happy for Ugly
to
God.
last year. I'm happy for Kap G.
Ugly God's a homie.
Kap Jizzle.
Kap G. I'm excited for Kap G.
MadeinTYO also, man. He's currently on tour with Big Sean, so he's doing his shit.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Yeah.
Here's something. Here's a good one. And get a shot of this so everybody can see it. From 2000, the newest cover. Who's gonna be here and be the biggest on that list, and who's not going to be here and is gonna disappear?
First of all, I think we should know.
Playboi Carti gonna be here.
Carti's gonna be here.
I agree.
We should probably read the list because a lot of people who are watching probably don't even know
one more time.
yet.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Kamaiyah. Who's gonna be here and who's not gonna be here? Kamaiyah. Boogie Wit Da Hoodie, PNB Rock, MadeinTYO, Playboi Carti, Amine, Kap G, Kyle, Ugly God, and XXXtentacion.
XXXtentacion.
How do you pronounce that?
Everybody says triple X.
Nice, XXXtentacion.
Yeah, but I say there's no triple in it.
And the
Triple X sounds like you're talking about Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Triple X is here.
So first things first. First things first. Who's not gonna be there?
Well, it's like I said earlier, it's too early to tell, right? Like I feel like it's too early to tell. But I think there's a couple names on here that are too. I think they're too early on the list.
Your life was on the line right now, and somebody said you better get this right.
Pick on one.
Who's not gonna make it?
Amine.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree with you.
I think so. His wave is past, and I don't know if I can say this, but in my experience, I feel like you need to have the whole package. You need to be pleasant in front of people. You need to know how to suck the corporate D. And in my personal opinion,
do you know how to suck corporate D?
I do, and he doesn't know that. And when you're right out the gate and you act all high and mighty, and it might have changed, but in my experience, it might not be the best play. And I just don't think
this is coming from that you actually had an encounter.
Yeah, and a couple other people. But hey, that was a year ago. It could change. And I don't think his music is as strong.
Right. Yeah, I think we need to base it just.
A lot of these kids' music ain't that strong just yet, man. Let's just be real. This is more of a wave, a movement. What are you selling? Like, really, who has established records on this list?
Kap G, MadeinTYO.
MadeinTYO, right? And these are probably the least, but these are the least known names to kids. These are the least name known to kids.
That's not true.
People know more about XXXtentacion, but yet he doesn't have a record.
Not his music, they know about his drama.
Right, exactly.
I can name I can make 5 more lists like this of artists that are way less known.
You're sick.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, but I feel what you're saying.
Can I say something? I feel like, you know, I know this is like local talent, we got to show love, but I feel like Kamaiyah's too early to be on that list.
No.
So who would you put, Kamaiyah or Young M.A.?
I disagree.
Kamaiyah.
Over Young M.A.? No.
Young M.A. could have almost been on this list.
No. But that's how it happened. It never.
So you think before that Triple X guy?
We think that Young M.A. song might be dead. It might, and it is. But as far as music, for radio, yeah, I guess it's kind of old, but not for the masses just yet. Young M.A. is still at the Summer Jam festival festival stage. Is Kamaiyah there?
Yo, Young M.A. has been after this for a long time, and her strategy hasn't worked.
But
Young M.A. was sold out at FYF
Young M.A. She sold out the what?
Yo, her whole did anyone see Kamaiyah last year at FYF? People were plowed through that thing waiting to see her.
And there's nothing against Kamaiyah because I fuck with Kamaiyah and I like the whole movement. I'm just saying.
Kamaiyah.
And you know what? But you know what? You could also say we shouldn't just be subjected to just having one girl on the list. We kept both.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, if you're asking me about a Young M.A. who was on Summer Jam Sunday, who was on that stage stage alongside.
I think she surpassed the class though.
Cardi B.
I think she surpassed
Cardi B.
That's why she's the first one.
What about Cardi B? No, we're just talking. You can make that. No, okay. We're talking about. Her song is known like.
This is from a New Yorker right there. Turns
no,
like
Cardi B. Yes or no?
Hey, hold on. Let's get Jalen. Come here, man. Jalen's a new intern. Is just starting to work with me. What's up, man? Say what's up to everybody.
Can I say something?
Yeah, we want to hear your opinion.
I think the artists that are gonna be here are the ones that can put together a solid piece of work. And I think Playboi Carti did that.
Yes.
So who would you pick?
The ones that...
Who would you pick on that list if you had to pick one that's not going to be here next year? And that XXL was wrong about.
Think of music.
Kamaiyah.
Like popularity.
Really? Because the hit singles are only hit singles. You know?
I disagree with the body of work. I don't think people care nowadays, man. And that's sad to say out loud, but I don't think they care.
But Playboi Carti's on top right now.
Right, you know, he is. And he's dope.
Like
no, I agree, but I'm saying like the solid piece of work, they don't.
It's a single-driven world right now because of iTunes.
Yes,
I get it, but I get where he's coming from.
But where's Black on this list?
Kodak Black? He was on 2000.
No, Black.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Black on this list? Where's Slack on this list? Also, but I know he shitted on it, but Russ, someone like Russ who's moving units, but he shitted on XXL.
Russ has been vocal. And he lets us know every fucking day.
Russ has been vocal about.
Did he let you know this morning?
Bloggers.
Okay.
Yeah, Russ should have been on 2016.
Yeah, not 17. That's alright.
But I definitely Playboi Carti, of course. MadeinTYO, he's got joints, man. He's got joints that are moving. I think that this is a name that slept on here, and not just because like we know him more than all these other artists. I know A Boogie is huge on the East Coast, and PNB Rock as well. And you know, it's exciting. I know the people who are expecting like the next J. Cole and Kendrick, like it's not going to be on this list.
All right, so name some, because I can name some that possibly could have been on this list. Let's name some of that, like Nav. Belly to me,
Belly been 2016.
He could have been
2016.
He could have, but I think 2017 he got more of a shine.
RJ should have been on 2015, 2016. That's what they'll do. RJ.
What about Famous Dex?
The Famous Dex, yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. I don't know.
Was Rich Kid on here already? Rich Kid was 2015 or
how about T Grizzly?
Oh my gosh.
That's another
he got left
Thanks,
off
Marco Oliva.
Thanks, Marco.
What did he say?
You just said Famous Dex right when you guys said
it.
Oh, really?
Smoke Perp, which you're going to meet later today. Oh, Lil Pump's a good one. Lil Pump's a good one.
J.I.D.
I want to hear from Jalen.
I mean, I just think Lil Pump, Smoke Perp, those guys are like
what about Khalid?
New wave.
Yeah,
I think
Khalid, man, that would have been a great one to put on here.
XXX guy. They're all together.
But it's dope.
They're in that same little cool kids group.
I think overall, XXL did a good job putting this list together, and I'm real happy for Ugly God. I'm a little biased because I'm a big fan of his.
They definitely got the.
I feel you on the Amine. I don't know if I hate to say it.
Longevity.
Even though he's had a radio hit when some of these on here have not. Like Playboi Carti has yet to have a radio hit. MadeinTYO, I'm glad he's on this list.
Yes. Magnolia's coming. Magnolia's coming.
Magnolia's gonna be hot.
Exactly. So to see Ugly God on it, even though Amine's had a hit, I kind of agree with Ash. I don't know if he might not be around
for another 2 years.
But he has showed that he knows how to make a hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not all what we consider a hit is not necessarily in radio. As we see, there's a lot of records that are doing big numbers streaming that never make it to radio for different reasons.
Yeah.
And you know, so Amine, you know, might not. He might have. How about this? He might have another radio hit, but might not be as big as some of these other guys. That don't have radio hits.
I look at it as a whole package: your merch, your presence, how you are in front of the press, and some of these people don't have that. Some of these people's merch isn't popping, and all these kids out there want proof that they saw you at a show and a festival. And if you don't have your entire brand 360, you're losing. Bottom line. Everyone in 2016, for the most part, have all their shit in line. Lil Uzi, Lil Yachty, you couldn't miss them at any festival this year. They sold everything out, and their merch booth was done.
Why do I not?
But
it's
2016's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's Chicago. That's Chicago.
Why do we not know who was G Herbo related to somebody at XXL?
He's from Chirac.
Yeah, that's the only one that I haven't heard anything. Everybody else has done a lot this year.
Since we're on the 2016 list, who is the biggest artist right here on the 2016 list?
Yachty and then Yachty and Uzi
Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah.
Lil Uzi Vert is a motherfucking.
You broke a lot of their records. Which one was like the one that Felly enjoyed playing?
Felly was the first person to play Lil Yachty on Power 106.
I heard Lil Yachty.
And I remember him saying, like, this kid's gonna be big. F you if you don't believe me. I know this.
Because everybody,
and that's
imagine how people think. And thank you for that. Imagine how everybody thinks of Lil Yachty even now. They go, "This kid's weird." So when I first brought him up, people thought I was crazy, even in this building.
Who was an early prediction for 2018? You guys want to take a guess? Maybe like.
Ooh.
I just named a bunch of them.
Yeah.
G Perico.
Yeah.
Hopefully the bus keeps on. What G Perico? I'm
gonna say Smoke Perp. PURP, if you guys are wondering.
Rich the Kid signed a $2 million deal just like 2 days ago, dog. I don't understand how he's not.
And Lil Pump is another 2018.
Rich the Kid, Famous Dex.
That was a good one.
Who else we got? Khalid, obviously.
Khalid.
Khalid.
Freaks me out.
See, Khalid
should be on this list.
Nav should be on there.
Yeah.
Yes, Nav. Absolutely.
But they'll probably be on next year since this is kind of slow.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right.
Yeah,
no knock on XXL, but they could be a little late on the way.
See, I feel like they were kind of early last year, or they were on time. And this year was, I don't want to say late, it was safe.
Yeah.
This is a safe list. Yeah. These are proven almost.
So much.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Kap G, Latino, in this bitch. What's up? We made it. What up?
What's up?
I'm proud.
Shout out to MadeinTYO.
And Kyle.
Yes.
I'm just like DeRozan. If I shoot it, it goes.
He's on the 818.
But if you guys want to leave the comments on who your early guesses are for next year, and also if you want to shit on the list, if you want to shit on us, if you want to praise us, please do so in the comments.